Hi everyone, and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. I hope everybody's doing good. Right now I'm drinking that, it was the coffee that we got at Ollie's when we had 20% off. And it's called Martinson's, I think. Something like that. And I tell you what, that is some good coffee. It really is. If you see it at your Aldi, you ought to get you some of it. If you like, coffee, of course. But it's really good. I really like it. Yeah, it's Thursday, October 17th. Currently it is 38 degrees. Got down to 34. High today's 56. No chance of rain, and winds at 1 mile per hour. Pretty calm winds right now. But it's going to be cold for a few mornings, and then it's going to start warming back up a little bit. And be in the 70s of the evening, and during the day, and like 50, lower 50s overnight. So it's not. They have a freeze warning, but it didn't hurt anything overnight or anything so far that I can tell. That one tomato plant that I have left out there, it's up against the house, so the awning or eaves or whatever you want to call it. Soffit. There's all different names for it, I guess. It's a little bit underneath that to where it wouldn't get as bad, I guess, as far as freezing. I could cover it, but I don't know if it would last much longer anyway. Once it starts getting cold. But we'll see. It's probably still got about 20 tomatoes on it too. They're just not growing very fast, And if you pick them, I do it every year. If you pick them green, that's left over, they'll eventually turn red. Okay, I got another new segment today. I'm just trying things out to see what everybody might like, and just do something different. I don't want to do the same thing. Now, I'm always going to have, devotions and morning coffee break, because I do something different every day on morning coffee break, as far as trivia and the jokes and stuff. They're always different. So to me, that's not really the same thing every day, and of course, devotions are different every day. But, and those are my two, flagship, things I'm always going to have, especially my devotions. I made a promise I would do those, and when I was in the hospital, and I've done them ever since. Trying to help other people through prayer, and it does work. So anyway, if you haven't ever checked out morning devotions, definitely do that. You might find that when the day that you look at it, it's something in there that might just be. You might think, well, I'm so glad that I watched that. I really needed that. I've had a lot of people tell me that. So anyway, the new segment is called Interesting Facts, and it's kind of a spin-off of Amazing History Facts, because what I was doing, I look at them and see if it's something that I feel like would be the ones that come through the email for History Facts. I look at them and see if it's something that, might be really interesting enough to make a video. And I was looking at one, and then it has, how they are when you scroll down through stuff like that, they'll have all kinds of different stuff, some stuff you don't want to see really. Have you ever noticed they have gross stuff in some? I hate the ones that say, if you have Crohn's disease, this is what it looks like, and they'll show something really weird. And I've had it since 1987. I think I know what all goes on with it by now. And they just show stuff to get you to click on it, and then there's all kinds of other stuff. It's just, why do they put that stuff on there? Some of it is just to get you to click on really weird stuff or something, and then you go to it, and it's nothing about what the picture, the thumbnail that you saw. There's nothing in it about that at all. And you keep scrolling down, and you got ads popping up. You can't ever get to the end of the whatever it is. Especially on Facebook. Oh my gosh, don't get me started. You'll find something that's interesting, and you'll be like, okay, this is kind of crazy or whatever, and you'll it'll be a story, and you'll go down through it, and it'll show, like, it'll say 21 pictures or something. Well, my gosh, you scroll for hours because there's so many ads in between it, and then pop-ups in between that, and you can't hardly read the story, and you never get to the end of it. I can't tell you how many times I just gave up and said, "Phooey on it, I'm never going to get to the end." Sorry to do a little rant on that, but y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, that was one of the things that popped up, was the interesting facts thing, and it had to do with grocery stores. And so, you know, I've worked at a lot of grocery stores. I mean, not a whole lot of different ones, but I've worked at probably, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I think 3 maybe. Yeah, Wright's Supermarket. They were a local store back in the 70s. They'd been around since like the 50s or something like that. And they went out of business. Wright's Supermarket and Food City. And what was that other one called? I can't even remember. It's been so long. Wright's. Anyway, 3 of them, I believe. So anyway, I know a little bit about groceries and stuff, but and the things they do to kind of trick you into buying something. So that's kind of what that's about. When you'll check it out later today. What's for dinner? I'll have a Walmart haul coming up, and I had a $1.50 rebate from Ibotta on Stouffer's family meals, which are good, by the way. They are really good. Every one we've tried has been good. And we got the chicken enchiladas, but we haven't ever got that from them before. We got that one that's made by Chef Rana, Home Bake or something like that. Take Home or something. It's over in where the potato salad and coleslaw and all that is at Walmart. You'll find it there, and it's really good. But that one's not frozen. But, excuse me, we've never tried this one, and we still got those fresh green beans that we got at Aldi, the French style ones. So we need to fix them, so we'll just have that with it. I think it's got really everything you need in it. You know, I think it's got rice underneath or something. I can't remember. I'd have to look at it again. But it looked good, and we got a good deal on it. Okay, let's see what the jokes are looking like. Let me show you one thing that I haven't tried yet. I don't know if I'll do a taste test on it or not. Look at that, y'all, from Walmart. Ooey Gooey Butter Bars. Oh my goodness. And that'll be my treat for a while. I'm really doing pretty good staying away from the sugar. Now, I can't stay away from all of it, but I'm doing pretty good, honestly. Okay, our jokes today. What did the female dinosaur call her blouse making business? Triceratops. Like a triceratops dinosaur. Triceratops. The female dinosaur. Okay. I saw my son eating chocolate even after I confiscated all his Halloween candy. I asked him where he got that from. He said, "I always have a few Twix up my sleeve." Talk about confiscated. I won't tell the whole story, but talk about confiscated Halloween candy. One night, Halloween, our little gang of guys got into a fight with this other gang of guys, and we started throwing rocks at each other. I was probably about 11 or 12, something like that. And I turned around, and we were throwing pieces of slate, and it kind of curves when you throw it and stuff. We thought it was neat when you threw it the way it did. And one hit me in the back of the head and stuck in my head. And, you know, if you get any kind of cut on your head, it really bleeds. And I shouldn't have taken the rock out. I pulled it out, and when I did, it's gushing. I mean, my whole back was blood. And when they had to take me to the emergency room, and when Dad found out, he told me I had to go with my sister to do Halloween, and for me not to jump off any porches, which I did all the time, every time. And she watched me pretty good for a while, but I jumped anyway when she wasn't noticing, and my stitches busted. They broke, and I had to go back to the emergency room. So my Halloween candy was confiscated for 1 month. After that month, I had a sack full of candy. It was, I was unhappy, believe me. So anyway, let's see. So that just reminded me of that. That's the short version of that. And here, the thought of the day is from Rita Rudner. That sounds familiar, but I'm not exactly sure who that is. That name sounds familiar. I love being married. It's so great to find that one special person you want to annoy, that one special person you want to annoy for the rest of your life. And I don't know how I did it, but I changed this to where it doesn't have white. You know, it was lighting my face up, my tablet. Remember, every time I'd get close, it'd be like, you could see my beard would be real white. It is anyway, but it made it look worse. It's black, see? They got the black screen, so it's not got such of a light. I mean, okay. Where was the trivia time? I saw one. Let's see about this. It says science, but it doesn't seem like science to me. Okay, according to the famous 80s hit song, every rose has its what? Stem, petal, scent, thorn. That song sounds familiar. I think it's thorn. Right. Every Rose Has Its Thorn is a power ballad by American glam metal band Poison. Yeah, okay. Which of these flowers is popular for its aroma? Lavender, tulip, sunflower, dahlia, D-A-H-L-I-A? Well, I know I love lavender. That's right. Lavender. Offering a mild yet distinct sweet and soothing floral aroma, lavender is one of the most valued scents in all essential oil practices. I've messed this up. Okay, next question. What is the art of cultivating plants in gardens called? Agriculture, omniculture, horticulture, hexaculture. I think it is horticulture. Yes. Horticulture is the art of cultivating plants in gardens to produce food and medicinal ingredients or for comfort and ornamental purposes. Next question. Come on. Which of these countries is famous for its tulip fields? And I know this because I still have tulips that come up. These back here by the rocks, I hope they didn't get ruined. They got pulled up. Something dug them up, some of them this year. I don't know if it's a squirrel or what. They've been there 30 or 40 years and never been bothered once, but something dug them up. So I don't know if I covered them back up and stuff, but I don't know if it ate on the bulbs or what. United States, the Netherlands, Ghana, Argentina, and they got a picture of some beautiful, if it'll do right, tulips there. I think it's the Netherlands. That's right. From mid-March to the end of May, see how it makes, when it's not got the black, it kind of, see the light comes off of it. The tulips transform big parts of the Netherlands into a colorful patchwork quilt, and the best bulbs come from there. Pasadena, California holds a parade dedicated to what flower? You got some more pretty flowers there. Rose, tulip, poppy, daisy. Well, you ever heard of the Rose Bowl and the Rose Bowl Parade? I don't know if that's the same thing. I guess it is, yep. The Tournament of Roses annual parade of flower-covered floats has been held in Pasadena since January 1, 1890. Wow. Next question. What is the most common color of the petals of a sunflower? Red, yellow, white, blue. Yeah. You know, I've never really thought about it. I mean, I've looked at them, of course, and never really said, oh, that's this or that color. Okay, I think they're white. No, it's yellow. I was sitting there thinking it's yellow, but then I was thinking like the middle though turns into seeds, but is it green first? I can't believe I didn't get that one. I don't know why I was thinking white. I guess they are yellow. Yeah. Oh well, I missed that one. Messed up. I learned something, but I should have known that anyway. I've seen them a million times. Which isn't that funny how sometimes you can miss stuff and you don't really think about it, and then when you think about it, it's like you can't exactly picture it right. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Come on. Which of the following terms is related to flowers? Aviculture, viniculture, floriculture, sericulture. I've never really even heard this before. Have you? I don't think I've ever heard this. But, you know, you'd think it was floriculture. Yeah. Floriculture or flower farming is the study of growing and marketing flowers and foliage plants. Never really heard of that term, though. The bright, colorful leaves of a flower have which name? Stems, petals, roots, pistils. Roots, really? Really? Roots. Well, they're flower petals. Petals are modified leaves that surround the reproductive parts of flowers. Which of these flowers is popular for its sweet fragrance? Jasmine, sunflower, anemones, calla lilies. I think it's jasmine. That's right. Jasmine is known to be one of the most pleasant and sweet-smelling flowers in the world. I like it. I like lavender, too. Which of these flowers blooms during Japan's Sakura season? Orchid, daisy, cherry blossom, gardenia. I wish I had a little better. This picture doesn't really show much. I want to say they're cherry blossom. They have, you know, cherry blossom festivals and stuff. Yes. Cherry blossoms are called sakura in Japan. I didn't know that. Cherry blossom is a flower from the prunus tree, of which there are many different kinds. Japan is particularly famous for its cherry blossom due to its large number of varieties and nationwide celebrations during the blooming season. They're so beautiful, too. Okay, everybody. Ended up with 9 and 1. I don't know why. I had like a brain, you know, my brain didn't want to work there for a second on the sunflowers. I don't know why I couldn't picture it in my mind for some reason. So I missed one. I ended up with 9 and 1. I like this. We haven't done anything on flowers before on Trivia Time. And I do like flowers. I grow, of course, way more vegetables than flowers, but I do grow some around the rocks there. And then out here where I used to call it stump flowers. Because it was a stump that used to be there. And that's why I started planting flowers there, because pieces of the stump were sticking up. And they were like petrified. So anyway, I don't need to ramble on anymore. So I hope y'all enjoyed today's Trivia Time and morning coffee break. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out. And hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. everybody, I hope you have a great morning and a great day. Definitely check out the news segment later on of Interesting Facts. Bye, everyone, and God bless.